She was on my lap, and then she was just like excited. Hello, I'm back at the animal shelter, and I'm picking up a very different type of foster this time. I'm about to go in and pick up a dog. A puppy. I'm picking up an 8-week-old little, like she just said, small breed puppy, so I assume he's tiny. I'm so excited. Hi, my love. Oh, you're so precious. Are you a beagle mix? Oh, baby. Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, he's okay. Okay, let's get you home. Let's get you home so we can snuggle. Let's get you home. Oh my god. The footage that you are seeing with me picking up the dog is from January, so I am a little bit behind on editing content. So that was in the winter, and winter is slow season, as I've mentioned. We just don't get a lot of calls from the shelter. They don't really need us to foster very much. I mean, it's a good problem to have, right? The shelter just doesn't have many homeless animals. That's great. Usually the way that it works if you're volunteering with a shelter is they don't just assume that all the fosters can take on any animal. They'll ask you, what kind of animals can you foster? And then you can say if you're okay with dogs or cats or birds or like small mammals. So for me, I always just say cats because we live in a small apartment. We don't have a balcony or any kind of outdoor space. So taking a dog out to potty several times a day, especially like in the winter when it's snowy and icy, and it's not like the best neighborhood. I love my neighborhood, but it's like also not the safest to be taking dogs out at night. But for some reason, I guess there was like an error in their system or something, and the foster coordinator was like, hey, your answers came back a little bit unclear. Are you able to take puppies? Because we have a puppy who just needs a home just for a few days because he's set to get his vasectomy, oh my god, neuter. He's set to get his neuter appointment. So can you take him? So I kind of wanted to say yes because, like I said, it had been so long without having a foster, and I love dogs. I mean, I was a dog lover long before I was a cat lover. Okay, so all that is a very roundabout way to say, why do I do this to myself? I go on so many tangents and it makes editing so hard because then I have to go and cut out all the tangents and make it fit together, and just like, I need to like make sure I just can get to the point. So yeah, so ever since then, for the past like 2 or 3 years that I've been fostering, I've selected just cats. Now, because of that hiccup in their system, and because it was such a short amount of time, I asked my husband if he's up for it, and he said he's good with it if I am, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Oh, my battery's about to die. See, all those tangents that I went on, if I didn't go on those tangents, I would have finished the story. You see, now I'm so distracted because the battery's like, keeps flashing red. Okay, let's see if I can run through the rest of this. I go to pick up that dog. I can tell right off the bat he's very nervous. He's crying a lot. That's very expected. I mean, he's a puppy in a little, kennel. It's okay, baby. We're almost there. He's so brave. He's well behaved. He is not afraid. Okay, he's a little afraid. Thankfully, 10 minutes after that, he seemed to calm down and we were almost home. We've been driving for a little bit and he just finally laid down. Our elevator's out, so I came up the stairs. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. All right, let's let him out. Okay, guys. Meet the newest little one. You can come out, honey. Hey. Hey, love. You can come out. Okay. You wanna see mommy? Yeah. Yeah. Give you a toy. We'll hang out here together. Hi, Mama. Yeah, come be with me. baby. Whenever you want. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Okay, baby. Yeah, let's get to know each other. Oh. This is how I want to go. Suffocated by puppy kisses. First things first, put out some food so that he'll like us. Yeah, you drink that water. And the puppy pad. And the puppy pad. And we were playing together, and I was throwing him, I had some like cat toys left in the apartment, so I was throwing him some toys and he was catching them. So we had a really good start. He was having a great time, but he was really high energy. Like he just kept jumping like up and down. No, we can't instill bad habits in you. It's cute now, but it won't be cute when you're like 60 pounds. You know, puppies, they have really sharp teeth. Just keep that in mind. When I would be like eye level with him, he just kept jumping up and down, and I was telling him to like calm down and speaking to him in a calm voice. So I sit down, and the little one is in my lap, which, by the way, if I kept saying he, that was a mistake. It was a girl, but I thought it was a boy. This is a very recurring theme in my videos. I will keep referencing them by the wrong pronouns because I truly sometimes just don't remember. I sat down, and then she was on my lap, and then she was just like excited, and then I was like looking at her, and she was like right here, and then she like jumped up. Target acquired. And she nipped my nose. She bit me right in between the septum and the nostril, and with the sharp little shark teeth, she went chick, chick. So bit and then pulled down, and that created like a slit in my nose. So as soon as it happened, I went like this, slowly pulled away, and sure enough, I saw blood. Cleaned it up, and I looked at it, and it looked like it might need stitches. Thankfully, they had like 30 minutes before they closed, so I emailed the shelter, and I'll just finish the story here real quick. So basically, I emailed the shelter and I said, hey, she just bit me, but no fault of her own. She was just really excited. I was really excited. Like, my face got too close to her. Please don't hold this against her, but you know, I'm gonna need to bring her back in because I need to go to urgent care. Urgent care is like somewhere between a doctor's office and the emergency room. The shelter got back to me and they said it's like totally fine. I can bring her back. I went in and we talked a little bit more, and I was like, yeah, no, she was just really high energy, but I can tell it was not malicious. And she was like, yeah, don't worry, we're not gonna hold this against her. Ended up telling me that they're just gonna let her hang out in their office since it was just a few days until the space surgery. She just hung out in their office. She was spoiled with a lot of love and cuddles, I'm sure, and then she got adopted. So you live and you learn, and you know, if you haven't tried fostering because you're just worried about it not being a good fit, I'm a pretty regular foster, and even in, you know, I had a situation where it wasn't a good fit, and nobody judged me for telling them that. So it's okay. You're part of a team. There are other fosters usually, and if something's not a good fit for you, it might be a good fit for someone else. So for example, like our home, it doesn't have an outdoor space, it doesn't have a balcony, but it doesn't have kids and it doesn't have other animals. So that makes us a really good fit for the animals that do come through that don't do well with kids and don't do well with other animals. Okay, so I've just been like rambling and going on and on. That is the story of the foster that didn't work out. I thought about calling it a foster fail in the title, but like that's not what a foster fail is. A foster fail, for those who don't know, is when a foster parent falls so madly in love with the foster animal that they end up adopting and keeping it. So I haven't had any foster fails in that regard, but I would definitely consider this a fail in my foster life. So I actually never met a dog until I was in the 6th grade. I was about to go sleepover at my friend's house. It was around Christmas time, and it was like my first sleepover ever. Well, my first sleepover outside of like my cousins. My mom was dropping me off, so me and my mom walk up to the door. They had like steps leading up to their door. There's like a beautiful snowman, ceramic snowman statue, like a 2-foot statue, right at their porch, and I'm holding a big bag of like my things. So we're at the door, my mom knocks, and then the mom opens the door and a huge golden retriever just runs out towards the door. I lose my shit, my heart drops, and I run back and my bag hits their snowman and he falls and breaks. I felt so bad, but not in the moment. In the moment, I was just like, what is this creature doing? Why is he running up to me? So she put the dog away. They actually had 3. So she put him away and then she put the others away as well. And then she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Do you not like dogs? And I was like, not really. I pretty much didn't really care for cats. I didn't hate them or anything, but I never had any cats growing up. And my sister eventually got a cat. And when I would visit her, they would not want anyone to pet them. They would just go hide under the couch. And obviously they're different with their owner. But to me, I would visit and I would see that and I would be like, why does anybody want a cat? Like, dogs are amazing. Dogs, I had a dog at the time and he's always running after me, greeting me every time I step into the house, and he's like so cuddly. And yeah, so to me, I just loved dogs. He was very cat-like in some ways. Like, he napped all the time. He was just like attached to me by the hip. I was attached to him by the hip. We loved each other a lot. That was just my best friend. I don't know what would win if I had to choose like who I love more. I really don't know. So where was I? It's a funny story actually. Okay, so I'll do like a little what is happening? How did the TV turn on?